I'm going to show you how to make these delicious, easy and gluten-free banana and chocolate muffins. They're amazingly moist on the inside. They have absolutely no flour whatsoever, and they can be dairy-free as well. Let's go. So for this recipe, you need 170 grams of bananas. That is 170 grams of actual banana, right? Without the skin. So that's about 2 bananas. You also need 100 grams of honey. If you don't have liquid honey, you can use agave syrup. You need 50 grams of sunflower oil or neutral tasting vegetable oil, 2 eggs, 200 grams of ground almonds, a teaspoon of vanilla sugar, or it could also be vanilla essence, a teaspoon of baking powder, make sure it's gluten-free, 45 grams of cocoa powder, a pinch of salt, and 100 grams of chocolate chips, of dark chocolate chips. Make sure it's gluten-free, of course. Now, because I live in Switzerland, which is the land of chocolate, I simply took a 100-gram bar of dark chocolate, and as you can see, I chopped it up and I made my own chocolate chips. So the first thing you need to do is measure your banana. As you can see, I didn't use the whole 2 bananas. And once you've weighed your bananas, simply mash them. They need to be really pureed. Of course, if you have a blender, you can just dump them in the blender and whiz them, right? Now, once the bananas are nicely pureed, add the 2 eggs and give it a good mix. Then add the 100 grams of liquid honey and the 50 grams of sunflower oil. And then, of course, give it all a good mix. Next, add the 200 grams of ground almonds, the teaspoon of vanilla sugar or vanilla essence, the teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And now give it a good mix. Now add the 45 grams of cocoa powder and mix everything again. This can be a little bit tricky because cocoa powder doesn't blend in very easily. So just take it easy and you'll get it done in no time. And there you go. Look at how beautifully chocolatey this looks. And last but not least, just add the chocolate chips and mix it all gently. So now we're going to put this delicious mixture into a muffin tray, right? So I personally put little paper cases in my little silicone molds. You don't have to, I guess. But there you go. This quantity of dough makes 12 lovely muffins. So prepare your muffin tray, and while you're doing that, make sure that you preheat your oven at 200 degrees. Next, simply scoop a nice spoonful of dough into each muffin case, just like this. And there you go. As you can see, it fits exactly into 12 little cases. I haven't got anything left. I'm going to be very naughty and do this. I know I shouldn't, but it's irresistible. Okay, let's pop them into the oven. 200 degrees for about 20 minutes. And there you go. This is what they look like after about 20 minutes in the oven at 200 degrees. Make sure that you just use a wooden skewer and check that they're fully cooked. You know, it's got to come out basically clean like this. Okay, now I'm going to let them cool down and then it will be tasting time. So now it's going to be tasting time. Look at this. It really looks lovely. Now I've taken it out of this little case and yeah, it feels still a tiny little bit warm and nice and spongy. Let's cut it in two, see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Lovely and moist little bits of chocolate chip, right? I can't wait to taste. So, there you go. Let's go. honestly, I really love them. Like, they really are so nice and chocolatey. They do have a bit of a taste of banana, obviously, but I find that the mix is absolutely delicious. I hope you'll enjoy them too. This recipe, by the way, is dairy-free as well, as long as you use chocolate, dark chocolate that does not have added milk to it. In Switzerland, where I live, which is the land of chocolate, all dark chocolate has no added milk. It only has cocoa butter, and sugar. That's it, basically. So make sure you check, if you need to be dairy free as well, make sure you check the composition of the chocolate chips, the dark chocolate that you're putting in it. But apart from that, you know, there's no worries. It's completely dairy free. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you have any questions, as usual, please drop them in the comments below. If you have a special request for a gluten-free recipe, also ask me in a comment below this video. And my guess is, if you enjoyed these banana and chocolate chip muffins, then you are going to enjoy this delicious cake, gluten-free cake, next. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.